Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink. Welcome back to Let's Play Demon Souls. I was about to say New Game Plus, but no, I'm not doing New Game Plus. I'm used to doing New Game Plus, but I'm not currently doing New Game Plus. It is the 29th of April 2016 as I'm recording this, and this is my fourth... No. Yeah, it is my fourth. Sorry, I had another mental fart there. It does happen from time to time. Do excuse me. I'm getting gassy in the brain. No, terrible. Anyway, so yeah, this is my fourth playthrough of Demon Souls, and we are going through New Game currently, if it's not obvious to you. And yeah, this is my faith build. So we're going to go and continue on through World 1-2, and we're going to pick up a spear known as the Winged Spear. And it's going to be the spear that I'm going to be maining for a while, I think. I mean, there aren't many other spears in this game. I mean, that is a shame that there aren't too many spears in this game. It does suck. I mean, Dark Souls was pretty good with spears. They brought quite a few spears onto the table, and a few strength scaling ones too, because the pike was a strength scaling spear, I think. Maybe not a few strength scaling spears, at least that one, you know, and I can't remember if... Oh yeah, there was a demon weapon that was a spear. It was the... It was literally the demon spear, wasn't it? That was how it was referred to, and it didn't have lightning damage, did it? It was the same thing that the gargoyle-looking things used anyway. I'm not going to talk about Dark Souls. I'm playing this frickin' game, which is not Dark Souls. It's better than Dark Souls, but it's not... That's only in my opinion. I wouldn't say that this game is objectively better than Dark Souls. I would say that you could probably make plenty of arguments to say that Dark Souls was a big improvement on this game. But in terms of just how much I enjoy playing this game, I think I enjoy playing this more. Maybe you could say that's because I haven't played this as much as I've played Dark Souls, so it feels a little bit fresher to me. But that's not to say that I haven't played this game a lot as well, so I mean, I don't know if that can be the entire reason why I prefer this game over Dark Souls. I mean, just in general, the atmosphere is more enjoyable, and it's more thick and oppressive, and everything's just nicer. I don't know, but that's not to say that Dark Souls is in any way bad. I love Dark Souls, obviously, and Dark Souls 2 is garbage, and Bloodborne can go eat cock, and I'm not going to say anything about Dark Souls 3. Did I mention that? I think I mentioned it in one of my strength build videos. I only, I think it was yesterday, wasn't it? It was yesterday I found out that Dark Souls 3 existed. Keep in mind, this is almost May of 2016, and I'm only now finding out that Dark Souls 3 existed. It was apparently released last bloody month, in March, so, I mean, yeah, I'm totally out of the Souls series loop, which actually makes me feel good, because I'm glad to know that I am totally out of that loop, and probably out of the gaming loop too, but anyway, I don't know how Dark Souls 3 is. It might be better. It might be going back to Dark Souls 1 in terms of quality. I can't say either way because I don't have a PlayStation 4, and I don't plan on getting a PlayStation 4 anytime in the near future. I'm not saying that I will never, but it's not going to be happening in the next 2 years, let's say. Maybe in 3 years, maybe in 4 years, but not in 2 years. So don't expect that. And you know what, I won't say don't expect Bloodborne or Dark Souls 3, because I don't know. Maybe I will be possessed to go and get those games. Because I did play Bloodborne, and to be honest, it does have a little bit of the charm of a Souls game, so there is something compelling about it to me, but when I played that game, I did not feel satisfaction. There was nothing satisfying about that game. When I got through each and every long, painful fucking area that looked exactly the same as you went through it, nothing. And then you would continue on to a new area, and it would look the fucking same, and you go, well, what am I doing in this world? And then, you know, it is just, and the combat system felt like garbage because I was so used to shielding and countering, and, you know, that didn't exist, and I felt out of place because the parrying system was different. Everything was too different. It didn't feel like a Souls game like it should, and I felt like I was dying inside, and yeah, there were a lot of things with that game that I wasn't a fan of. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying it's objectively a shit game, it's just I couldn't stand it. I played it for 15 hours straight. Maybe that was half the reason why I couldn't stand it, but, you know, it was hard. Obviously I took breaks, otherwise I would have literally clawed my fucking throat open and died, but, yeah, ultimately, the breaks only lasted for about 30 minutes to an hour, and then I played it again. I played it at a friend's place, a good old friend of mine, Jack. If you're watching this for some bizarre fucking reason, yeah, hi. But yeah, have fun in Queensland. Anyway, so basically, I was at his place. He had a PS4 because he's very much a gamer, and much more so than I am. But he didn't really play games like the Souls series, so he wasn't quite as good at the Souls series games as he was at other games. He was great with other games, but not so much the Souls series, so I ended up, like, playing through Demon Souls for him, and through Dark Souls for him, and he would just watch me play it. I felt kind of bad about doing it, actually, because, you know, I felt like, well, I'm doing it for him, you know, is he finding enjoyment out of this? But I would ask him if he wanted to play, and he was like, nah, because he knew that he would fuck it up, you know, I think, or at the very least he didn't feel like he wanted to fight bosses. Oh, well, he did fight bosses, yeah, every now and again, but it was kind of fun doing that anyway, because, yeah, and I put a lot of time into it, actually, and then his PS3 died, and all of my work into his Dark Souls build was lost, and yeah, it was kind of sad. But yeah, I mean, over the course of a day, I would finish Dark Souls for him, and, you know, he would, yeah, and so he had technically played the game, kind of. He'd only fought a few bosses, and he didn't really play the bulk of the game, but, yeah, anyway. I kind of did the same thing for him in Bloodborne, and didn't get that far because, you know, I was only there. It was the first time I was playing through Bloodborne, so I didn't have the knowledge that I had going through Dark Souls, so I couldn't finish it in like a day. So yeah, I was going through Bloodborne, and you know, I've never had such an unenjoyable experience. I mean, keep in mind, I'm no stranger to going through a Souls game blind. I went through Demon Souls blind. That was my first fucking game, and that was rather painful, but there was still something very pleasant about the game, and something that just really, like, I didn't feel like I could hate the game. I felt like, you know, the fact that I was dying was not a fault with the game, you see. I felt like the game, I felt that it was fair play, you know. It was like, you know what, fair enough, I just died, I'm good with that. This game is really hard. And it was the same story with Dark Souls when I first went through that. Even with the additional knowledge of having previously gone through Demon Souls, I felt that it was still very bloody difficult. And, you know, learning how to play that game was a really fun experience, quite honestly. And honestly, it started to, when Dark Souls 2 came, like, a lot of the character of the Souls series kind of disappeared, and I can't really put my finger on what exactly did disappear, because it's not like I'm saying that it's because it's not the same as the original that it's bad. It's because, keep in mind, I have just as much affection, well, maybe not just as much, but almost as much affection, to the point where it's almost equal, regarding Dark Souls as I do with Demon Souls. And, you know, they are similar games in many ways. I would say that the similarities between this game and Demon Souls are greater than that of, say, Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne. I honestly believe that. And so, you know, there was no logic to say that because it wasn't the original, it wasn't as good. When it came to Dark Souls 1, that game had a lot of charm, it had a lot of replayability, it had a lot of excellent aspects to it, and I loved playing through it, and yeah, it was the same experience more or less going through Demon Souls as it was going through Dark Souls. So but then when I did the same going through Dark Souls 2, playing it for the first time, there was something missing. There was something seriously missing there. There was something, even though I was going through these new areas for the first time, there was a missing thing there. It was bizarre. And so, you know, I never felt that was a true sequel. I mean, obviously I got enjoyment out of it. I couldn't say that I hated it. It was still a Souls game in essence, but it was missing something. It wasn't the same. and eventually I just kind of felt like I didn't have any interest in playing the game any further. And then when I went and tried out Bloodborne, I mean, I heard about it, of course, before it came out, because I think, you know, there were rumours about it, like, shortly after Dark Souls 2 was released, like maybe 2 months after Dark Souls 2 was released, we started hearing rumblings about Bloodborne, and it was even given that name. It wasn't even given a project name. I thought that, you know, perhaps Bloodborne was the project name, but it turned out to actually just be called that, and I was surprised, because like I said at some point previously, I was under the impression that they were going to give it, you know, something Souls for the name, but they kept with Bloodborne, which was surprising to me. But yeah, I kind of found out randomly. I was actually in a game store getting a Monster Hunter game, and I saw, oh, Bloodborne, what the fuck. Anyway, yeah, I fucking I was like, okay, well that's happening, Bloodborne, okay. And my friend got it, who had played the Souls games previously. I actually got him into the Souls games. This was the friend that I was talking about before. And, you know, he tried out the Souls games, and, you know, I tried to get him into the Zelda series ages ago, and he didn't really go for it, but he really went for Dark Souls. I mean, and it was difficult to get him to say this. He said it was probably his favourite game, and that was saying a lot. So, yeah, he really quite enjoyed the Souls series because it was just so unique and bloody good. And he also loved Demon Souls. I'm not sure if he said that he liked Demon Souls more, but he also really enjoyed Demon Souls. And I remember I went and I convinced him to go and get the game, and I went with him to go and get it pre-owned at the game store, and I think it had problems with it, like the sound kept on cutting out. It was kind of funny. But anyway, yeah, I went to his place and played Bloodborne on the PS4. That was the first time I'd ever touched a PS4, actually. And it was quite interesting at first. I mean, I was actually really excited getting into it, because it definitely did have more of a Demon Souls feel to it. It honestly, like the atmosphere, and that's something that I've said previously as well, the atmosphere of Bloodborne is quite impressive. It's a lot better than Dark Souls 2, I can tell you that much. It's, well, perhaps not better, it's different, and in a way that's more similar to Demon Souls, and in a way that it kind of just feels more believable to me, and I really enjoyed it, and that was the only thing I really enjoyed about the game, literally. And yeah, basically, and I'm getting annihilated by these fucking archers right now, it's not too pleasant. Anyway, I need to be quite careful here, because yeah, look, I'm getting killed by these archers here, it's not good at all. I need to heal very fucking quickly before I die. Just need to cut the conversation for a moment here. Anyway, I'm going up here to heal, because this is stupid, I'm not going to die. Anyway, yeah, I played Bloodborne, and, you know, even though there was a noticeable lack of, I guess, a character to Dark Souls 2, it still felt like a Souls game to me, and I felt comfortable referring to it as a Souls game. But there was something so missing with Bloodborne that I didn't want to have anything to do with the game anymore. Like, I felt disgusted with the result, and, you know, it's kind of sad that people thought it was good, but I suppose, you know, that's just differing opinions. What can you do about it? Oh, I should kind of wait for him to turn around so he doesn't fall into the fucking wall. That would be really pointless. Okay, please turn around. I don't care what you want to do. Alright, that should be better, perhaps? Yes. Okay, let's go two-handed. Is that... No, it still hasn't broken. God, this is taking some time. Yeah, I know he's going to fall into the wall. What can I do? Unless he decides to turn around. God, this is really taking some time. What's happening here? Anyway, yeah, long story short, Bloodborne was not my game. It was not my game at all, and I really don't like it at all. So yeah, anyway, I'm not too sure how popular Bloodborne was. I'm assuming that it was pretty popular. But yeah, and I wonder that because, you know, I suppose no one else saw a fault with it. Maybe everyone else thought it was just fucking dandy, it was the best game ever. Oh, it's hard, you know, if you dislike it, it's because it's too hard. I'm sure the gaming community would be like that, because they are that stupid. They are that stupid, that's why I'm not a fan of them. But anyway, yeah, long story short, Soul series doesn't make any sense to me anymore. It's kind of died, but you see, I can't really say that anymore. I don't know how Dark Souls 3 is going. I saw one picture of Dark Souls 3. All I can say is that the heads-up display looks like complete fucking garbage, but that doesn't mean the game is bad. Doesn't mean the game is bad. The fucking health bar, stamina bar, that whole little thing there looks so soulless and disgusting. It looks like mud, but it could be a good game. So I can't say anything about the game, but yeah, you would hope that it's an improvement on the downward spiral that existed in Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne. Anyway, I think I've said enough about that for now, and I'll try and avoid that topic, because ultimately I'm not here to kind of talk about how bad the Souls series is now, like, you know, because I would imagine that some people watching this would very much disagree with that, so I don't want to be going on about things that you people would disagree with completely, because that would kind of ruin the watchability of this, I suppose. God, my voice is dying. Anyway, yeah, I've been having a constant conversation with myself. That's how that goes. You know my rants, or maybe you don't know my rants because I cut them out a lot, but yeah, that's staying. Too bad, Doomlink. In post-commentary, you're keeping it. Even if you don't want to, you're keeping it, you bastard. Anyway, we've got quite a lot of souls here. This is quite surprising. Anyway, yeah, winged spear. Let's go equip it. I'm pretty sure this is great. Pretty sure it's descaling with dex. Let's double check. Yes, descaling with dex. We'll probably just level it up basically. Probably won't bother infusing anything in it, like, you know, Bladestone. Or we could, but I'm not too sure. We'll just, for now, obviously, upgrade it normally with whatever sharp stone we have at this moment. Get it to +2. That should be plenty for the next area. In terms of shields, I will be getting the steel shield, that is indeed what it's called, in the next area, World 2-1. If you do know anything about the steel shield, yes, it does exist there. Getting 18 strength so I can use the steel shield, and I like how I've memorised that. Yeah, it's important to know. So yeah, we won't touch strength for a while, and well, faith, I mean, I don't know what to do with faith. Look, it's not really something that I use until the important ones like Wrath of God and Second Chance and all of that. Yeah, it's not so much an offensive thing, and yeah, generally I find more benefit when it comes to magic in the offensive regards, so, well, magic, miracles, you get what I mean, that kind of stuff. But anyway, I've been recording for 47 minutes, just thought I'd mention that. And that includes the previous video as well, if you're wondering. So, oh dear, what should I do? We'll do intelligence, and this, yeah, there we go. Both at 13, looks nice. Okay, yeah, I think this is looking alright for now. I don't really think I want to upgrade anything in particular. And by upgrade anything, I mean, like, upgrade further. I don't really want to go and buy Sharpstone or anything. I think we're quite okay with how things are going right now. So, yeah, anyway, this has been me, Doomlink. This has been part 2 of my new game Let's Play with my Faith build, 4th playthrough, as you know. Don't need to mention that again, I'm sure you guys understand that by now. Anyway, yeah, I don't think there's anything more that I really want to do in this video. Maybe I'll store some large hardstone shards. That sounds like a good idea. Always remember to store your items. Yes, that is very useful advice. And I'll also store this stuff because that's female only and will not help me in any way. I wonder if Execution Meralda's area is open. It most likely is. I haven't died, so yeah, I can't imagine it being unavailable to me. Evacuate would probably be a good miracle to save up for. I don't know when I'm going to bother getting that. It's just like 20,000 souls is a lot in the early game. That's a lot of level ups, 20,000 souls. So yeah, it's kind of I'm a bit apprehensive about getting it early on, even though it is quite useful. So yeah, I probably would wait until at least completing Archzone 2 until I invest 20,000 souls into just a miracle. I mean, because like I said, that's a lot of level ups at this point in the game, so yeah, anyway, that's about it for this video, guys. I kind of want to stop here because there are other things that I want to do. I mean, even though I want to get into this and get the 2 weapons for this build, you know what, I'll just have to leave it alone for now, because I know that I could easily end up playing this for like 3 hours tonight, and I don't want to. I just want to get this done just for today. Just for today. I just want to wrap it up. That's what I mean to say. Anyway, once again, thank you for watching, everyone. This has been part 2, and I will see you guys in part 3 of this Let's Play. Catch you guys later.